getting back in, the two soldiers kind of look over and say, or soldiers, what the fuck am I talking about?
We might have a couple.
Your crew look over and
Pirates.
say, what should we do, Captain?
Burn it.
Nothing for now. Uh, Robin, can you hold the water in for a sec?
I can try.
I plug it with my thumb.
Oh, hell yeah, I can. I can with a 13.
All right. Hell yeah. Even you're actually doing better because you have a D8.
Ooh.
Don't worry, I got the
drink.
Magic flex.
Showing up the water mage. No
Yeah.
big deal.
I mean, you weren't even
Alright.
trying, right?
Just gonna yawn a bit.
I was like looking the other way with my head in my hand. I'm gonna drop water protection.
Okay. Yep.
And or detect arcana, and I'm gonna try to cast a spell on the black veins,
Okay.
and I'll make it powerful. The power enchantment part. I got a 6.
All right. You cast the spell. Reaching out, trying to unweave any magic that is there. You don't detect any spell there to unravel.
Oh, okay. Yikes. That's not good.
Whatever this is, it is not the product of a spell.
All right.
So
would,
that's bad.
I'd be going through and just trying to carve out all the veins.
I think that means it's either it must be from the other side. It's not an enchantment. It's some sort of creature.
Yeah, it's going to be dead and burned in a second.
No, I hope you're right.
Well, I assume we have an empty barrel, right?
Yep. Someplace.
Should we just try to barrel it, cut it off piece by piece, stick it in a barrel?
We should also move the powder charges.
That is
Yeah.
a good idea.
So
Well, good
your
thinking, Mr. Dibs.
couple of crewmen moved the powder.
What'd you say,
Yeah.
Tara?
Good idea, Mr. Dibs.
Holy shit! I didn't think I'd hear that. Sometimes I have them. It reminds me I should drink.
To be fair, I saw Don Tyre stick through that crack, and I almost thought he was gonna fire.
No, I had the thought. That's why we should move these. So.
Well, credit where credit's due. That's a fantastic idea.
All right.
Set a few crew members to that.
Yeah.
So you get the crew to clear the powder kegs out of the vicinity for safety, and then Mr. Dibs, you want to try and cut away at the veiny part.
Yeah, every veiny
Alright.
part. I'll follow it around everywhere.
So you begin cutting, and there is like you sort of gouge it out as Dawn's ire burns through the wood, kind of like a one of those wood burner things that
Yep. A wood
Um,
burner.
yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Yep.
It's kind of a boring name.
A little bit. Little on the nose.
Yeah, but
It's not like a metal engraver. That's also on the nose, but sounds
Engraving,
cooler.
it has this weird sort of acrid smell to it, and the smoke that comes off is black and inky.
All right, I'm gonna pop one of those little sugar cubes in my mouth then.
And it does keep bleeding, especially when you cut deeper, it begins to bleed more.
Gross.
You are making progress, carving it out slowly but surely, and Dawn's ire seems fairly effective for that.
Okay. Hey, anyone got fire smite?
You get to a point where you have to like cut one of the planks of like the floorboards out.
Mm-hmm.
And you do so, you see that underneath the floor, it's much worse.
Ah,
The veins are like almost like these thick twisting roots down there.
God damn it, anyway. How much wood we got? What's his name? Kraken or our repairman. Caddick.
Kraken.
Yeah. Caddick, how much wood we got?
He kind of points down to the other side of the hold and says, "Not very much. Just some of the spare pieces down there, and if we took apart barrels or crates, it's
Well,
empty."
Get at it, and I start just cleaving away chunks of wood.
Okay. So yeah,
I
like,
have the tools
this is
to do that, and then I'll
the
burn
sort of
away
thing where like after working on it for like
hours.
maybe like the first half an hour,
Oh, okay.
you realize it's one of those things where you're going to have to like rip up all of the like planking along the bottom of the hull here and like hand cut it out.
Yep. Whatever.
It's gonna take a long time.
I'll work on it until a new issue arises.
Um,
And I'm just like, son of a
So-
bitch. All right, you get me a lot of booze. You get me a lot of tools. You get me something else. I'll think of it in a minute. Meat.
Those of you
Lots
with
of meat.
occult rolls, assuming you're sort of watching and observing this and thinking about it, and like Tara said, it's not a spell. You can attempt to make a roll to see if you know or have an idea as to what this is.
Fuck that roll.
Yeah, Luca got a 5 if it matters.
Okay.
Because I'm telling him about this the whole time. Just like, holy shit, look at all this blood. I know you can't look at it, but it's bad.
That's a good Benny. I got an 11.
An 11.
Blood tendrils and veins and roots. It's like terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible.
5 was my best.
Okay. So, as you're sort of watching this, you've all heard stories of like corrupted, like twisted forests. You know, where like the trees bled like men, and things like that. Like, you know, witches would live there and all that sort of thing. Tara, you've actually heard a little bit more, and as you sort of bring up and say the name, it rings a bell in with Luca and Robin. There is a type of malevolent entity called a blight,
Malentity.
which manifests in a similar way to this. It's a shadowborn creature that takes the shape of a sentient, malignant spread of corruption, mostly through wood, but can become worse with time. And I have added it to the bestiary.
A sentient disease.
Yeah.
That seems really bad for boats.
Where the hell?
You've never heard of something like this happen to a boat.
is
God,
this?
if I was in a monster researching type, I'd be all over this.
But yeah, it's as in, like, man, usually you just hear about it like infecting forests and stuff.
Yeah.
Where's the
Oh,
bestiary?
That guy decided to go with the wrong group of people. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, he did.
Professor Crowley, he would have much better luck down with the pirates.
Well, he wasn't actually. He only dabbled in the occult.
Okay.
He's more interested in science.
Yeah, that was more just a
I've asked this
string
before.
of poor decisions
Is it on?
egged on by him. Oh, at this
It's in-
stage, most animals will flee the area. Look at that.
It's in handout, setting material compendium, bestiary.
Oh,
it's in the setting material compendium.
shit.
Okay. I
That's
never know
not
where that
good.
is.
Okay, well, the animal should go back up.
Yeah.
Oh, do we know all this?
Yep.
Okay. It's a bleeding rooty tree. Oh, culling the blade. I need to read that.
Know the book.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Garden
nice.
Defenders,
Ooh.
Culling the Blade. I need to read that book now. Captain, we need this book.
What book? Oh, Garden
The little
Defenders.
flavor text.
Ever heard of this
Yeah.
book, Luca?
I
Berthold Hefner is a renowned gardener, known
Well-
for fighting evil and planting sunflowers.
Awesome.
I mean, the next best thing to fire would be Palpatine, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, just
I
do
mean,
it.
that burn stuff out, but also how much of our whole
Palpatine the ship.
burn out.
I'm hoping that if you just like touch it and Palpatine it, like it will conduct it and not.
Wood isn't conductive, just zap. Zappy zap.
Might also mean that it's not as lightning isn't as effective, since this is effectively corrupted wood.
Oh wait. Fuck. Hemlock, Nightshade, Foxglove, and
Well,
Rosemary.
I guess
Do
wood
we
would have
have
to be.
Nightshade?
I don't know. Do you?
Do any of us have Nightshade?
Let me check my poisonous plant. Fucking.
Oh no, I have Wolfsbane. That's probably not in the same category.
It's not poisonous enough.
No.
But yeah, I'm gonna have Paul fly up. In a way.
Okay. Yep.
Probably get a crewman to put Ensign back in my cabin.
Okay.
All right.
Notes.
So, I have some acid, but it's all in the form of smite.
How far away do we expect to be from that island?
The large island,
Yep.
maybe a day's travel.
Should we just hoof it and beach, and then deal with it?
I think that's probably the best option.
It has grown about this much in a day, just for reference.
Oh, so bad. I can throw up.
I bet. That's all you ever do, Captain.
I'm not bulimic. I'm just naturally slight. I don't. Yeah.
What if I put
Uh,
acid smite on dynamite?
Smite doesn't work on dynamite, unfortunately.
Damn it.
You need some
I
kind of
can-
alchemical bomb for that.
All right.
I could throw up arcane protection on the ship, and that would probably slow it as a ritual, obviously.
Yeah, that's a
That'd
good
probably
idea.
slow it for us to get to land, and then we could beach and deal with it, like you said, Gerald or Robin.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, while we're traveling, I'll be cutting.
Okay. All right. I mean, you're probably like, are you gonna sleep or are you just gonna cut through the night?
I will cut through the night.
All right.
I'm gonna start an arcane protection ritual. God, I wish I had banish. I need banish, 'cause that would work on this, but dispel doesn't. Shoot. I mean,
Banish might not actually work since it's not technically a creature. It's just an area of corruption.
Oh my god.
thing.
Completely unrelated, but you know what this amulet of sneezing would be great for? Timekeeping.
Yeah.
Mhm.
On the hour, every hour.
That's
Yep.
what I
Yeah, that's
when I made
funny.
Um,
Cute.
You need to like put it on an animal, like a rooster or something.
And Ensign.
Yeah, there you go.
Every hour, Ensign just sneezes, but he gets sick.
big
so
dogs.
Yep.
this blight, is it like separate? Is it like a tendril, or is it like actually part of the wood?
It is part of the wood.
Because we could use our eel skin armor that we have to try to like control burn, but
Yeah, but I think we're gonna need to replace a lot of wood,
Yep.
which means we need land and trees.
Yep. Because we need to just right here, Captain. From here, I run all the way down to the ship to here. You just cut this out of the boat.
You saw the small tendrils down here, like small little like human-sized veins
Yeah, we
on
need
the
to.
walls. So,
So
and
yeah.
the one down
Favorite-
here is like as thick as your arm.
So pretty much from here to here, you just cut all this out.
If we want our ship functional, we definitely need the beach and get a source of wood.
Or we just turn around, find another ship, commandeer it, and just
We could-
try again.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
are-
so we could swap ships with that Arnaki
Yeah.
that I sent the dick at.
We're fucking
Yeah.
pirates. We don't.
Wanna
We'll trade them.
Yeah, we'll
But-
trade them our lemon for their new chip.
Yeah,
We
never
can
mind the
all of our
6,500
money and time.
marks.
on the new hull upgrades.
How?
Oh, God.
Okay, honestly, how hard is it gonna be to redo this whole ship on land on a probably haunted island?
God, I feel like we just made our last payment on this ironclad thing, and then we just get in an accident.
Right, right. I mean, money is not that big of an
Yeah,
issue.
right?
It's a good thing you guys got a dog though.
Yeah.
Ensign, you
Ensign
were the
got us
best.
early.
Like, I don't
Yep.
even know how many marks I paid for him, but definitely worth it.
You got him back too. You got your marks back because I
Oh yeah,
killed that guy.
You killed that guy and stole his money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was totally worth it because it was a steal.
Best side quest
Yeah, absolutely.
reward.
So I mean, I know, but we have money, and it's always fun to spend money on things. We could just go take that Arnaki ship and reinforce that later.
The Anaki ship isn't just gonna like be sitting there waiting for you, right?
Yeah.
Well, whatever. We'll find one. We'll find another ship in a day.
No.
In a-
But like, this thing is already spread so far.
Well, that's what I mean. We pretty much have a day. And if we haven't dealt with it in a day, I think we're fucked. So, do we spend our day looking for a ship or trying to get to shore and deal with it?
I
Put you over
think-
to the map here.
How
I
how
think-
far up the hull has this thing gone?
You do some excavation, and it is about to where you guys spotted it initially. Like,
Okay.
so it's like the first third of the ship that's seriously infected.
And how far up does the ironcladding?
What do you mean? Oh, like how far up the side of the hull?
Yep. If we were to make like
Oh,
a fire
so-
break essentially and cut off a strip of wood the entire circumference of the hull to keep it from jumping farther up. With
I
the
was thinking
ironclad.
you were talking about length. In terms of like up the hull, it hasn't gone very far. It hasn't gone below the bottom, above the bottom deck.
Okay.
Yeah, and I know what you're saying. We should maybe do that if we can. If we can do that, I think.
If the ironcladding of the hull would hold the bottom part to the top part, maybe we just cut off a chunk so that it can't jump farther up, and then we just dispose of that entire bottom part. Hold it.
And just like totally rebuild the bottom
Yes.
I mean,
half of it, like the whole keel and everything.
Yep.
that's beach ship talk, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's cast the arcane protection ritual, and then let's work let's work overtime shifts to get our asses on a beach.
Okay.
Yep. I'm
Um,
gonna be cutting this whole time though, and burning, and like having someone also like watching me, so that when I pass out and fall asleep, they can take over.
all right. So first things first. You're doing a ritual, Tara.
Yep.
I'm gonna boost her magic, and then that's how I'll help with. So I'm gonna drop everything but dark sight.
At least you're not throwing up.
Fuck. Well, I crit failed.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yay.
Well,
Hey.
roll
Now you get
on
to
that
roll.
back
Now you get to
table.
roll that fucking table.
Oh, yeah, it could still be good.
It could still be
There's
good.
a small chance of
Come
being
on,
good.
double sixes.
Yep.
Ah, 11.
Okay.
Oh,
Fatigue.
So
Oh,
close.
all right.
Oh, yeah. So you suffer
Um,
fatigue.
I can fix that.
what's
That's
my
my
best? What's my best guess for how far away the beach or the island is?
If you get some good wind and sail hard through the night, you should be able to get there in like sometime before noon tomorrow.
So a day should get us there at least.
All right.
Oof, it's actually gonna be pretty busy for
I finished the whole song all the way to the chorus of Relief.
All right, Robin, you don't have fatigue. Mr. Dibbs has got your back.
Woohoo.
I'd probably do it for myself too. Do I actually get rid of my sleepiness?
Yeah, that would help you sustain through the night.
All right.
I try it again, and I get it with a raise.
You get fatigue
All right.
with a raise? God damn it.
Yep.
That's spellcasting.
That sucks. I'm so tired I gotta take a nap when I'm done sleeping.
Okay. So it's times 4 because they're like size 13 or something. Times 3 to make the duration a day. It's times 7. Arcane protection is pretty cheap.
Yeah, it's 1 PowerPoint.
It's just 1, so it's 7 PowerPoint.
I suppose I can assist with the ritual. I still have a Benny.
Just don't crit fail on that.
I'm coming at -3 though already.
Can I?
You also suffered the ritual penalty. So
That's what I'm talking about. Cause I got 1 spell up, and then
right, -2 for not having ritual casting.
yeah.
Can I?
Yeah, you'd have to blood cast to be useful.
Yeah.
If I want to add the... Okay, I'm going to pitch something to you, Ben. I want to add the glow modifier to this arcane protection, and I want to, like... I wanted to, like, outline where magical effects are trying to, like, infiltrate the protection.
Okay, yeah.
So it, like, almost outlines where the tendrils are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, this is where there's magical effects trying to happen, and it glows there. Is that something I can try?
Yeah, you could definitely try that. It's a cool idea.
This is some weird custom shit going on. Someone tell Dr. Finch to get ready. I'll crack my knuckles as we near
And
the
break
end
your
of
fingers.
Yeah, as we near the end of the ritual. So it's times 8, so it's -4. Robin, you said you got a raise?
Yep. So you're up 2 die type.
Oh, that's big, because I'm a D12 base. So it's -4 plus 2 minus 2. I will absolutely do 1 level of blood casting here. almost wanted to. If I get a raise, this should be back. No, I'm at a +2, so just. So one, I'll take one move. That's a 10.
10. All right, nice.
So with a raise.
Yep, and so +4 armor against magic, and may possibly
And
affect this as well.
that should be everybody, right? So that
Oh, so that took how long?
It took a bit. It's
An hour, 2 hours,
it
or
was
3.
times 7 PowerPoints, so it'd be 3 hours, right?
It's for so you did duration and size, right?
and each
Yeah.
of
Those
those.
are special effects. So 2 hours,
Okay. Yep.
because it's based on like how many categories.
How many categories?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, 2 hours.
All right, and that's for a day.
It's gonna last for a day.
Okay. So as Mr. Dibbs begins excavating and continue to cut out this thing and like throw the like bloody roots into a barrel, Tara just kind of like walks around like the top of the deck above, in like this big circle, sort of creating this warding diagram across the floorboards.
Oh, can I like be in the hold, like tracing the veins?
Yeah, that's kind of what I imagine you would be doing.
Yeah, cool.
And as you finish, you see this sort of like ocean blue light, sort of washing and like pulsing around where the tips of like the root veins are, as this like sort of just constant pressure is exerted upon your protective wards. But that pressure indicates that it is being resisted, so it will it's probably going to be slowing the growth in that area.
And so this is like an area effect. Right? So all of the people and animals should have resistance to being corrupted for the next day.
Yep. They will have a bonus against any
Nice.
roll they would have to make against that. Mr. Dibbs, cutting through this thing, it's not fun work. It smells awful. It's like cutting through like hair, and like how it smells, just very acrid and nasty.
Like
Um,
Cherokee hair tampons.
you also
Does the
notice
glow help at all?
doesn't help with the smell, but it might help with other things. One thing you do notice is you're throwing the stuff into this barrel,
Yeah.
and it starts like congealing into like another sort of root structure and trying to like break out of the barrel.
Set it on fire.
Are you gonna just set
Sure.
it on fire and
Yeah.
down there?
Yeah. I just plunge Donzire into it, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, let it burn.
Okay. I mean, so like the blade, Don Zyre as the blade, it's not enough to actually like light them on fire without using one of its like burst powers.
Well, I don't want to do that.
Just
'Cause
throw
I
it
don't-
overboard.
Well, I don't want to do that either. I want to kill it. It raped our ship.
I mean, you can control it when it's in the barrel. It's just like you're not really like getting rid of it with Don Zyre. You're just like
Okay.
putting it into a single spot, pretty much, and like you're able to prevent it from like spreading out more,
All right.
and
probably-
scraping off the wood.
I'm probably like, well, let's see. when I guess when it's full, we'll bring it up top, and we'll light it on fire with blue flame, and then throw it overboard, or throw it overboard, then light it on fire with blue flame.
Yeah. All right. So while Mr. Dibbs is doing this, Taro, Robin, what are you doing while this is all going on? It is probably like pretty late at night at this point, so
assisting Tara until she's done with that.
okay. Yeah.
And I'll probably go down and assist Dibbs any way I can, smiting his weapon or.
No, at the moment, it's all good. I've got a method, and I've got a barrel.
Rallying the troops to come and help, take turns.
And I've got a song.
By cutting this thing out, are we just like removing the hull of our ship? Should we not be doing this while we're in the ocean?
There is like a couple of points where it's might be weakening the hull, but it didn't set in enough to like fully infect like the entirety of the hull. So it's mostly you are just like sort of scraping off the inner side of like the hull planks.
Every now and again.
Probably should repair that though. Like that's it's definitely compromising the integrity of it a little bit.
Maybe we just need a beach, get all the gunpowder off, and then try to do like controlled burning.
One thing you notice if you get some of the crew to try and help, normal blades do like cut through it and scrape it off, but they don't work nearly as well as Dawn's-Ire. The burning of the blade is like it's able to like cleanly scrape the infected wood off of the hull.
All right, so cut them out.
You can do it faster. It's a lot quicker.
So this is what we do. After they cut them out with like cut out big grooves of vein, then just put like little put a little bit of gunpowder in the groove and light that on fire, and then just go down the.
Yeah, you could try that.
We'll do a little explosion all the way down.
Some tiny little bits of gunpowder to flare it up. I assume at this point
like
you have moved like the entire powder reserve like up a deck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't want that anywhere near this because this
is not like up 2 decks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because this
the
requires.
Captain's quarters is just filled with gunpowder now.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's what Mr. Dibbs is doing. Robin, you're going to help with that. Tara, are you going to help with that?
I'm probably I'm probably busy getting patched up by Dr. Finch.
Oh yes, we need to do that. Yeah, as Dr. Finch is patching you up. How many? You took 1 wound?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. He's got you.
This fucking guy.
He as he's patching you up, he says, "I'm sorry, there's something of a kerfuffle going down in the hold, I hear."
Yeah, some sort of black blood and infection spreading through our hull. Not good.
Oh, don't say. Well, very odd.
Yeah, maybe you
go
can
down,
cure
give
it.
your medical opinion.
Yes.
It kind of makes me think of like I know people die of infections of something. You say.
He comes down and kind of like walks about a little while, giving his commentary. And is like, "Oh well, yes, it's quite interesting actually. It does appear to be something like an infection one would see in a wound, only on wood. And it's bleeding. How curious."
That's bleeding a lot over here.
Oh, that it is. Ugh. Oh, and the fire is quite effective. Cauterizing. Scraping out the tumor. Yes, good work, man. Good work. Oh, it's quite large, isn't it? Well, and he keeps going to the point where like he's kind of getting in your way, Mr. Dibbs, like just sort of hovering about you and like leaning over you and stuff.
Let's see. Do I have a fire smite sword? Oh no, I just ice and acid. Because I was about to pull out my scimitar and be like, "Here, if you're gonna work, if you're gonna talk, you're gonna work." But I do that anyway. I just give him a dagger.
He says, "Oh well, of course." Gets down to help. He doesn't help very much. He seems to be more interested in like just sort of studying it
Yep.
than. But he does a little bit of help.
Whatever, as long as it gets him out of my ear for a hot second.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I thought he might have something interesting to say.
Yeah, definitely.
I thought he might have like a theory. Like, well, if you do this, then this, then this. You don't say. Go do it.
So after you get patched up, Tara, are you going to head back down to the holds to assist, or are you going to do something else?
I've been working on this for hours.
I'm actually gonna helm the ship and make sure we get there ASAP.
Okay.
Fast.
Give me a boating roll.
Get there fast. Get there fast.
Yeah. Go D6. Go. Is this a navigation roll or a boating roll?
Navigation.
Then I got an 11.
Okay. So, a little ways after you get to the helm, this would be probably like close to midnight.
Oh, excuse me.
The deck is fairly quiet, with a good part of the crew down below working hard to combat the infection. You feel a sort of change in the wind, and as you sort of like give orders to readjust everything and
There's a change a coming.
change course, you realize that there's not only is the wind now blowing pretty strong in an easterly direction, the currents of the water are quite a bit stronger, pulling you off course and more this way. To the point where like you keep going for like an hour or two and you're not sure if you're making any progress towards that island.
Once I think that there's definitely something screwy going on, I'm going to I'm gonna prep another ritual. Yep, for elemental manipulation to give us some real heavy wind in the direction we want to go.
All right.
Which puts me at is that augmented effect?
Yeah.
Times 3 for a major effect.
I would say if you wanted like heavy wind to overcome the natural wind, then you would want a major effect.
Okay, we'll do that. Times 3, and I'm gonna do another. We're gonna have it last a day. Let's fucking move. So it's times 6. It'll take 2 hours to cast. And it will cost 6 power points. So minus 3. So I'm gonna hand it over to Nubs and say, try to keep our course while I give us some wind.
All right. He does so.
I never dropped your boost magic.
So 3.
He immediately just gets ripped to the side as the wheel.
God, fuck it. I don't care. I'm gonna cut myself again. We need to get the hell on an island. So I'll take another wound.
All right.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's a. So minus 3.
Now I know you're.
13.
Nice.
When you cut yourself, when you do that, does that also incur like the wound penalty? Just the bonus is stronger.
Not
No,
not
the
during
penalty.
the spellcasting roll.
Okay. Yep.
This-
Yep.
You technically take the wound after you conclude the spell
Okay.
effects,
Gotcha.
which is why you can kill yourself
Oh,
and still successfully cast a spell.
so you could do a sacrificial spell casting.
Yeah.
Dude, you can fucking level shit with that.
Cool.
It's cool.
We need resurrection
I
magic.
I never want to do it, but it's cool if you get to do it.
It's cool that it's a thing.
So yeah, next time we need to really
Even the
think.
opportunity.
We need to think about our campaign characters, and we can make a mage bomb, where you just sack yourself, and I resurrect you back to life.
I mean, that is a thing. Resurrection is hard to do, and it is not without consequence.
Ah,
Oh my god, you end up being just like a husk of a human.
Yeah, that's like
but
That's cool.
but once you are the husk, is there any more negatives? Can you just continue to husk? Like
every time you're brought back from the dead, you suffer the equivalent of a major hindrance.
Oh, okay. So
Unless someone willingly sacrifices themselves to bring you back. A life for a life.
we could do this.
Alright. Anyways, so
Yeah.
I got the ritual. 2
Um,
hours
Alright,
with a raise.
so as you finish casting the ritual, the circle on the deck channeling the winds to your beck and call, there's a whoosh as the wind changes. The existing wind continues, so there's like this really powerful crosswind, and like you can hear the timbers of the masts and like the ship creaking under the stress of it as your course reels itself as best you can. You continue heading in what you believe to be the correct direction through the night.
Man, our ship is like sick, and you're stress testing the fuck out of it.
Are you guys all gonna stay up?
Hopefully, it plays better with the flu.
Yeah, I'm staying up.
I'm
I
up.
gotta keep an eye on this shit.
I'm up all night
So
probably.
yeah,
to get burning.
vigor. We're running kind of late right now, so for the vigor rolls to stay up, you guys should be fine. Mr. Dibs can negate that.
Oh, cool!
should
I can.
note- You're not sure what exactly would happen if you continually don't sleep and negate the fatigue with magic. Might
All
be
right.
interesting.
Well, I have negated it again,
Okay, yep.
just so everyone knows.
So, magical lute playing sustains you into the day. The crew down below carving up the infection. You're making slow but steady progress. For laboring through the night, you managed to cut out probably a third of the infection, and it does not seem to grow significantly thanks to the arcane protection.
All right, fucking teamwork makes this dream work.
The rest of, or like most of the rest of the day, you're heading hard into the crosswind. You're
Shit
making
hates us.
progress, but like you're definitely slowed by the ocean fuckery that is going on.
The ocean's like, no, not that island. This island.
Don't go there.
Come to this island.
Fuck you!
But you get to a certain point where suddenly the pull of the current and the crosswind just stops completely. Like, and you're that's actually like about the time when the it's like in the evening, so you have like an hour or two left of the arcane protection, and presuming that you continue to carve out everything from the belly of the ship, you carve out another third, so there's only about a third left of the infection. Everything else is in the like barrels stacked together,
Yep.
where you have to like keep burning it to keep it from.
Okay, so when we get, like I said, when we get full barrels, I bring it up top, throw it off the back of the ship, and light an arrow or something, or just a piece of fucking
Why don't you
driftwood.
just set the barrel on fire and then send it over?
Because I don't want to, like, a little drop of ember to get on the ship. I want to do all of this off the ship. I'm being careful with this shit. So yeah, just throw it off and just throw an ember at it, like something like a burning piece of wood or something.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I mean, you can dispose of it with the
Yeah.
deep fire.
I just want to do it safely so I don't set our ship on fire. 'Cause that is terrible.
I mean, you could even use some of the jelly that you have and just like then light that with some kind of fire.
Yes. All right.
But yeah, so you do that.
Does it-
burns good.
Does it shriek?
It doesn't shriek.
That fucking tease.
But all right, you're disposing of it as you go. It's good to know.
Yes, definitely. We're getting rid of it
And,
when it fills a barrel.
So shortly after you get through the crosswind, you see on the horizon sandy shores of a fairly large island.
Sandy Shore. I think that's a golf resort.
Are
Yep,
there-
there's golfers, people in sweater vests. And everything.
Oh
it
my
looks like
god.
there are trees.
The tree cover is pretty sparse.
There's only those on
There's
the
only
map.
5 trees.
Yep.
No, the shoreline looks like lots of sand and lots of like beach grass.
Any wrecks?
Not that you can see from here.
Up and
Maybe
down the beach.
if you like scattered it out a little more upon getting on, you
Let
could
me-
find some. But...
Can I do a quick notice with the spyglass just to look?
Well,
up
yeah,
the-
like that's
that-
what I meant. Like
okay.
not that you can see from this angle
Gotcha.
of approach.
Yep. It's not my sight. It's the angle.
Yep. Yeah, but you made it to the island.
Oh shit. Good. Beach
I
this
guess-
fucker. This is a sick bird here.
We'll wait for next session before you guys go onto the island itself.
Oh, I figured we'd at least beach it, and then you'd hit us with something ominous, and then we'd leave it.
Well-
things are pretty ominous already.
No, we need a more fucking.
Also, Tara has to make a boating roll to beach
Oh,
it.
okay.
So
Look
Okay.
at my
I'm trying to-
0 bennies.
I'm
No.
trying to do you a favor here.
I didn't know she had to make a boating roll.
I've rolled the 2 rituals with no bennies as a backup.
Well-
I've taken 2 wounds as
Risky.
well.
Oh yeah, do you want Dr. Finch to look at the other one? I presume.
If this isn't considered one encounter. If it's considered one encounter, that's fine.
Oh, since the first time
At
he
that
did
point,
it.
it's just a cost.
He would, as long as you pull him away from the downstairs area, he'd be able to take a look at it.
Hey, where you taking him? He's my third best knifer.
He washes his hands. Don't worry.
Yeah, thank you.
He's my third best
I'm not
knifer.
wood, but
My first best
He's
talker.
able to heal the injury.
good. He's gonna fail one of these days, but till
What?
then-
One of these days. Turns out a D10 plus 2 is pretty good.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, I've succeeded like almost every single time he's healed one
I
of
don't
you.
know if he's ever failed. The
Yeah.
only times I've had like a long-term wound is when I just haven't been able to get back to it.
I think there was one time when you had multiple wounds that he didn't have. He wasn't able to do it all. But all right, well, yeah, we'll leave it there.
Cool. That was a pretty fun non-combat encounter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
It's pretty hard to do, but that was pretty interesting.
it would have been worse had you not found it right away, or pretty close to right away.
Yeah. Way to
Fucking
go,
Ensign,
Ensign.
man.
Way to
I'm gonna
go.
need to find him. I'm gonna need to hunt a deer and cook that bad boy up a steak.
Yeah.
Man, we'll have to hire a street meat vendor just to cook for Ensign.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that's it. Like bring all your wares, bring all your meats. You work for that dog.
This,
This three-legged pissed off dog.
rule number one of supernatural campaign: always listen to the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once Ensign was like, I'm not going in there. I'm like, oh, shit's real. Okay, I got you.
You're a terrifying monster, and you don't want none of this? Okay.
He's not a monster.
No, he's not. He's a terrifying
He likes
monster.
to eat people's faces.
Yep.
Who's a good war dog? Trained to hunt down the natives.
All right, yeah, good session. What XP are you guys at?
90. No, 70.
70, right? You just got
Yeah.
advance. All right, 1 XP for this session.
Yay.
And the first leg of the journey is complete.
Yay. And it's already broken. You broke our first leg.
Well, you know, we gotta make things interesting.
Now we got a limp. The next
We can't even
leg.
get in a fight, and our ship is busted up.
Yeah, like I said, we should have
This is
turned
probably
around.
the worst damage our ship has taken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
After and the armor did nothing. It bypassed armor.
Well, no,
he's got the
you
armor.
would have gotten a wound from that.
Well, would
Without the
the infection have been deeper? I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess it did do something. I just figured it just it AP'd the shit out of us.
Yeah, you would have, the ship would have sustained a wound, and there would be faster acting infection.
Well, then money well spent, I guess. But still, sucks that
Yeah.
came out here and the first thing we get hit with is something we didn't even see. I would have loved to have gone down there and fought it. The whole blight. I'm assuming it's the reef, the death reef.
Coral.
Yeah, the coral is the blight. It's a blighted reef, which is awful to think
Dude.
about.
The blight is like the nautical themed blight. It's fucking nasty for ships.
Yeah,
That's pretty bad.
I'm pleased with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's cool.
like coral reefs, they're like, you know, they can be
I really
huge.
want to do like a whole adventure around something like that sort of theme, with like, you know, the nasty corrupted forest that like grows over everything.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's like that's like a real problem, like timber rot
Yeah,
within ships. That's like a real world historical problem, but like magicked up into the max.
hmm like unholy evil.
If you had that corrupted forest, that
Also, I should note it is sentient too.
Yeah, because it's from the Shadowborn. It's a creature.
the corrupted forest would also have to have those parasitic bugs that take over your brain and turn you into a zombie. It would need to.
Well, yeah, I mean, once it gets bad enough, it can like corrupt humans
Mm-hmm.
and make them like puppets,
There we go.
meat
Perfect.
puppets.
Meat puppet. That's the name of a
Alright.
band too.
Well,
Alright.
I'll talk to you guys next time.
Yeah,
Game.
next time.
Yeah, good game. Later.
But